Hey guys, in this video, I'll talk about how you can schedule webinar using OneHash. Whether it is a webinar or group event for recruiters, for founders, for salespeople, for marketeer, conducting a webinar or group event is very important. So in OneSQL, once you log in, what you can do, you can create a new events here. You can click on new, a new window will open, and there you can do the setup. I have already done the setup for a webinar call. I'll just tell you what all you have to do and how you can ensure that bookers schedule the call at a particular time. So you can give a title to the webinar, give a description, fantastic description. This will help them out to recognize which kind of events you are conducting. You can set a URL. This can be after this part, you can configure it as per your use cases. You can set a duration. This webinar I'll be conducting it for 45 minutes. I'm doing this setup. Here, whatever app you install out of those apps, if you are conducting the webinar on Zoom app, you will have an option to select it. You do have other apps also. So I'll be conducting this webinar on Zoom video. So I have selected Zoom. This is very important. You can set multiple availability. But for me to conduct a webinar, I'll set myself available only for this particular time. So the best part of OneSQL is that you can set multiple availability. And based on your availability, let's say for a particular event, I can set those availability. So for webinar, I have created a availability here between 4:30 to 5:30 because I'm conducting a webinar for 45 minutes, so 1 hour time I'm giving. So within that time frame, I can conduct the webinar. I can start it at 4:30. I can end it at let's say 5:45, 5:50. So here in the limit section, I'm limiting myself for that 7 business day. Let's say if I'm available on Friday and showing myself available in the availability section on Friday, I'll be available only on a particular date at a particular time. So I'm limiting this future booking here. I'm not giving any buffer events. These are required if you are conducting on daily meetings, but in the case of webinar, this is not required. Now you can go in the advanced setting and you can set or ask Booker a questions. For me, email address, phone number, and their name is important. So these two fields are mandatory. These are optional. But if you want to change it and make it mandatory, you can make it mandatory. And if you want to add any other questions, you can ask those questions. So later on, this will be helpful for you if you are doing any be nurturing. So this might be helpful for you. If you click or select this checkbox, everyone whomsoever is scheduling, until unless you confirm that meeting, will not get a confirmation email. So this option you can check it. If you want to redirect it to a successful booking page, you can check this option. It will be redirected to your thank you page or whatever page you set it up. So it will be redirected to that page. Here for this webinar, I'm setting 100 seats. For me, I'm allowing only 100 people to join the meeting. So I have set this and I am showing this available seats on my booking page also. If you don't want to show it, you can uncheck it. It will not show. How it will look like, I'll go to that page and you'll figure it out how it looks. So now basic setup is done. Now you're good to go. If you want to set a workflow, let's say after 1 hour or before, sorry, not after, before 1 hour or before 30 minutes, you want to set a workflow, you want to intimate the people who is attending. So like before 4 hours, this will trigger an email to all the attendees. If you want to make any changes here, that is also possible. Time I have set it up 4 hours. You can set it in 15 minutes before or days or whatever you want to set it up. Here, if you want to, these are the dynamic fields. If you want to bring other dynamic field, that is also possible. And if you want to change a message, that is also possible. So this message will be sent to all the bookers that you have a webinar at this particular time, event name, event date, and all those details. So you can set this workflow also. I'll just quickly go how it looks like. Let me just open this particular event. This is webinar call. Let me go to the preview section. Let's see how it looks like. Whether on Friday it said yes. See, on Friday 4:30 p.m. It says that 100 seats are available, and on 21st 4:30 p.m. I'll be conducting this webinar. So you can just get this name, the email address, the phone number. This is optional because I have set it optional. So this way you can conduct the webinar. Similarly, you can set a group events also. You can set the seats for 10 people, 15 people, like that. Thank you.